search for truth. The sky fades to red. No words need be said, so they're left there unspoken. Their fears are put to bed. Even if the boy they knew is dead and a new man's awoken, the protective grasp, the spell that was cast on those who've known him since childcare. The grip loosens fast. Seeing there are questions to be asked that never yield final answers. Love turns us from ourselves and into someone else, and no stone can be left unturned, no bridge left unburned. If you will the truth, but a place will be found, though no horns will sound, for the son who went missing. I knew a little boy filled with wonder, not the kind that you'd forget. And when he got bored, he'd play with shield and sword in the palace in his head. And while his insecurities ate him for breakfast, there he'd stay. As the boy grew up, he got so tangled up with thoughts he couldn't leave behind. And though he would make friends, he was always content with the contents of his mind. And while his insecurities ate him for breakfast, there he'd hide. Deep within the confines of his head, shivers while his conscience drives him mad. Oh, that the boy is grown, he's never left alone. He found his way into my soul. And though my thoughts get ugly, from time to time they haunt me, I now know and play my role. And when my demons rear their big ugly faces, I will say, I won't run for cover, I will show you my love, I won't keep it to myself. 'Cause takers will turn givers, and my love flows in rivers, so sooner or later you'll be drenched. And when my demons rear their big ugly faces, I will say, I won't run for cover, no, I will show you my love, I won't keep it to myself. No, 'cause takers will turn givers, and my love flows in rivers, so sooner or later you'll be drenched, to think that the tomorrow could hold my dreams in store for me. Not seeing each and every moment as good as it will ever be. But now I see a difference in jumping and landing, falling and standing, and everything is alright. Right. Now I see a difference in planting and growing, reaping and sowing. Now that all my problems are gone. I used to pray that civilization change the way I wanted it to. Not seeing that the path to freedom just has to start with me and you. But now I see a difference in jumping and landing, falling and standing, and everything is alright. And planting and growing, reaping and sowing. Now that all my problems are gone. I used to think the road to heaven was worn and badly needing care. Not seeing that it's non-existent. Why? Well, because we're all already there. But now I see a difference in jumping and landing, falling and standing, and everything is alright. Right. Now I see a difference in planting and growing, reaping and sowing. Now that all my problems are gone. friend who never lets me down. He sees me when I'm lost and makes me found. And though I hardly understand, trusting is all I need. Knowing he'll lend a helping hand, my fear will be free. There's no hatred that his love won't smother. So here's a song for the sky, my brother. And when I overreach through time and space, I have a friend who puts me in my place. And though I hardly notice how, as if I'm fast asleep, she holds my hand and strokes my brow as I begin to weep. And at times I've been weak and dismissed her. So here's a song for the earth, my sister.
Hey everybody, what's up to what's up? And I should say welcome to another installment of Get Good at Songwriting, as I like to call this. Today we're going to analyze, for the purpose of getting better at songwriting, we're going to analyze Michael Jackson's classic song, Billie Jean. Really excited to dive into this one. Lots of cool stuff to learn. One main theoretical point that you may not have noticed about this song, which I want to get into. First, I'll give you a little reminder what the song sounds like. It's got this cute little bass line. It goes here sometimes. Bass player, interestingly, plays both octaves over here at the same time. It doesn't go. Some people hear. Other people hear. It's what I've always heard, personally. But in actual fact, what the bass player is actually doing here is this. Playing both octaves at the same time. Kind of hard. There. So, if anybody's wondering, hey Atle, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, and also welcome Tias, welcome Glenn, welcome Rap. So good to see you all here. The harmonic lesson that I want to get into in this song are these cute little chords that are happening over the bass line. So the bass line's going do 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 do, and on top of that you got this synth, these synth pads going bap 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 bap. Sure, we're all familiar with this. You're picturing Michael Jackson moonwalking already. And then actually, I think it doesn't actually do the chords on the, but it's kind of cool. I'm pretty sure these chords only happen on the first chord and not the second chord. Very cool. We're in F sharp minor, by the way. This first chord of the song is an F sharp minor. It's just a long ass F sharp minor with this little kind of chord riff. So you could speak of, the line's kind of blurred whether or not this is just an F sharp. Well, she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Said, don't mind, what do you mean? I am the one. Certainly works like that. But what's actually going on in the song? So we have this bass pedal, basically, this bass line, which always outlines F sharp as being the bass note. Well, she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. But then the chords, the synth pads that I talked about earlier, are doing something very interesting on top of this. They're doing an F sharp, and then they're going slightly outside of the scale of F sharp minor, and taking a borrowed note from F sharp Dorian, because so what we get here is essentially as the bass is doing the bass line, minding its own business, the synth pads are playing an F sharp minor triad, going up to a G sharp minor triad, going up to an A major triad, back down to a G sharp minor triad. And you'll notice that one of these triads is not in the key of F sharp minor. It is the G sharp minor triad. In fact, what we have in F sharp minor is a G sharp diminished triad, which sounds like this. So really it should go sorry. And then we'd have C sharp, D, E, D. But it sounds kind of crappy because the bass line really highlights the fifth of F sharp minor, as this this D natural hits, which makes for this very unfavorable sounding flat 9 interval over here. If I do that again, D do da D a do do da B do da D a do. Not cool. So what do? We take that D and we put it a half step higher. So it goes D do da D a do do da D do da D a do do. No problematic flat 9. We got a natural 9 instead. Hey, Jan. Welcome to the stream. Talking about Billie Jean right now and the chords and how there's a G sharp minor triad in a song that's in F sharp minor. It's a fun little borrowed chord from F sharp Dorian. It's one of these chords. I was just talking about how it should really have a D natural instead of a D sharp. It should be a G half diminished chord. And it should go dee do da dee a do do da dee do da dee a do do da. But whoever called the shots on this song decided this should be an F sharp Dorian song and not an F sharp minor song. Dee do da dee a do do da dee do da dee a do do da. And it's just such a genius little chord change to make things a little bit more accessible, a little bit less spicy. And so I wanted to make you aware of that. And this is allowed in this case because the melody isn't hitting the flat 6 or the natural 6 of this F sharp minor scale. Okay. So an F sharp minor, that's this. It's an F sharp minor scale. Okay. So what's happening here is that by changing F sharp minor into F sharp Dorian, we've taken a D natural and turned it into a D sharp. So instead of, we have, you can hear how it gives the tonality a little bit of a sonic lift, like it sounds a little bit less dark and a little bit more lighthearted. That's how I hear it, at least. Sounds a little bit more easygoing for my ears. I really like it. So the interesting bit happens when we do get a chord in the chord progression of the song which actually has a D natural as opposed to D sharp, and that's when the pre-chorus hits. Okay, when it goes, people always told me, we literally just get a D major chord right here. People always told me, and obviously in a D major chord there's a D natural and not a D sharp, because that would sound like, people always told, we don't want that. We don't want to go there. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. And actually, we don't even need to go that far into the song to get an example of a D natural as opposed to a D sharp. Because we got, well, she was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. She said, don't remember, what do you mean? I am the one. Cool, right? So you got C sharp, D sharp, E, D sharp, D natural. The one, the one, the one who will dance on the floor in the round. And the melody very beautifully on this minor 4 chord. So just to recap, it goes from an F sharp minor to a B minor. And that's when the bass line goes over here. And it goes back. Very cool. And I was going to say before that the whole shenanigans with the D sharp are allowed because the melody never has anything to do with the 6th until the very end of the chorus. That's when it plays D natural. But in the verse, that's where this is happening. The melody is on 3, 4, and 5 in the scale mostly. Definitely never hits a flat 6 or a natural 6. So that's why this is allowed, because the melody doesn't interfere, and also because the bass line doesn't interfere. The bass line also stays on 1, 5, 7, 1, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 7, and 1. So no 6 in there either. So you see how the pad is just free to do whatever it wants with the 6. It can play a natural 6 or a major 6 or a minor 6. Doesn't really matter for the rest of as far as the rest of the elements of the song are concerned anyway. So I'm just going to sing this D sharp as a final thing on this live stream today. Hope you learned something. And show you when it transitions into the D natural for the second chord of the verse. So it goes very cool. It's hard to sing and play at the same time. Hey, mestre, what's up? Tudo bom? Beleza? And that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to this analysis of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. I bet you didn't know about the modal interchange in there. And I'm excited to hear what y'all think. Hope this was helpful for your own music theory, songwriting journey. Reach out to me if you want some one-on-one lessons with me. I still have a few spots open. They're going pretty fast right now. So if you want to take a deep dive, if you want to really up-level your songwriting and you resonate with me as a teacher, then go ahead and just reach out in the DMs. And I'll see you next week. Same time, 5 p.m. Central European, next Monday for another Get Good at Songwriting song analysis for your benefit. I've been Flammeus, spiritual indie singer-songwriter from Iceland, and I'll see you then.